Okay, today is the day where I start my turnip army. It's happening. Today is the 11th of December, and on the 17th of January, I am going to Bochum to take part in TUFT. TUFT stands for Turn Up For Turnip. So it's a German Turnip28 event. It's a tournament, basically. And it is being hosted by my friend Garrett at Grimsnug Miniatures. He knows a lot about Turnip. I have only ever played one game of Turnip in my life, and that was not with like a list I built. That was just Phil giving me some stats and saying, use whatever minis you got. I tried like a melee build. Did not work at all. Lost that game very badly. You can see the video up here. Now, me not knowing anything about Turnip, basically, and also the tournament being very close, so I've only got about a month to get a whole army finished from scratch. I think I need to make this project my priority for the next weeks. So what I've got here is the rules for Turnip28 printed for me by Phil. This is the playtest. These are the core rules. And so I'm gonna try to build a list. I've got some minis in mind that I want to use for this. So I'm gonna try to adapt the list to the minis I got. So let's take a look together and see if we can build a turnip army in 3-4 weeks maybe. This is video 1. I hope you're ready for the journey. Let's go. So Turnip28 is a miniature war game using 28mm scale figures, lovingly converted from dusty hordes of historical and fantasy model kits. So it's a kit basher. It's meant to be kit bashed. I am going to break with that tradition because I've got minis that I think are absolutely perfect for the game without needing to be kit bashed. I know that's not very traditional. I think I do enough kit bashing to maybe allow me to do a turnip army without any kit bashing. Is that crazy? Maybe, I don't know. Churned mud and swampland stretches out into the gloom. Thick fog hangs heavy in the air. Rolling barrows loom out of the murk. A strange root rives underfoot. 1,000 years after the defeat of Napoleon at the Battle of Austerlitz, the world has fallen into decay. Endless war has led to technology stagnating, and beautiful countrysides have been ground to a thick ruin under the boots of 1 million dead men. Now, nothing grows. A bizarre and horrible root covers the land, strangling the life from the trees, poisoning the water, and filling the sky with an acrid mist. Humanity barely endures by harvesting this disgusting tuber. It twists their bodies and minds, infesting their thoughts with divine visions of lost vegetables. Bizarre religious orders have formed. They stockpile abandoned weapons unearthed by the twisting roots, marching in column under fluttering banners, brandishing mud-clogged muskets and rusted bayonets. They are cruel parodies of long-forgotten armies on the march. Gather your troops, fix bayonets, devote yourself to the roots. That's the idea, right? It's Napoleonic War with crazy, scary, magical vegetables. Each player commands a regiment made up of snobs and their followers. And you're supposed to be able to build a regiment pretty easily. So regiments is what they call the armies, basically. And I think we only have a 3-snob game. I'm gonna text Garrett really quickly to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, I've asked him if we're using cults. Cults are like special rules for your regiment. I've also asked him about the number of snobs. So there's like, well, a typical turnip game will have 3 snobs. And so the snobs are like your leaders, right? You have 1 TUFT. The TUFT is like your army leader, your regiment leader. Then you have 2 additional toadies, and the toadies are like captains for the rest of your units. And each snob kind of commands their own little unit of like normal guys. How you build your regiment is you pick a cult, which will determine any special rules you get to use. Then you take 1 TUFT, and then you take an agreed upon number of toadies. And then for each toadie, you pick and equip 1 unit of followers. And for each TUFT, you get 2 units of followers. So followers are like basic troops, basically. And then you give them some equipment. So here's my idea for my regiment. It's going to be like an army of toy soldiers. The concept is there's this spoiled little prince and they want new toys and they want their toys to fight for them. So they've asked their daddy and mommy to gather the best magical toy makers in the land and for them to create basically homunculi for this kid. And the kid takes these poor artificial souls into battle against the other deranged turnip armies. So my TUFT obviously has to be the little spoiled prince. And for my follower units, I'm thinking of using very special models. And today I want to prepare those. So I want to get them cleaned up, get them based, and get them primed so we can start building this regiment and seeing what we got. So this is one of my miniature storage cabinets, and down here at the bottom we've got a very special box. This is the box that I keep all my metal miniatures in. So these mean a lot to me. Stuff like this beautiful Gardens of Hecate, deer antler, forest spirit, folk horror miniature. These mean a lot to me and I've painted quite a bit of those. In fact, my first video on the channel is about these kind of miniatures and what they mean to me. And so in here is all of the ones I haven't yet painted. So there's, for example, these ones that I just recently got on Vinted. These are gonna be a beautiful, beautiful project in the future. There's this beautiful stuff that I found at Camping Kitbash. You can check out my video on that if you want to learn more about where this came from. This is some old school metal dwarves and some Frostgrave stuff. Some of this belongs to my friend Josh. There's some demons in here as well. What I'm interested in today though are these. These are very special miniatures. This will be the whole army. I think this is perfect. So what these are is they're little homunculi. So let's open this up and I'll show you why I think this is perfect. So there's this little guy riding a pig, and I think this could be perfect as our little prince. If we just give him a crown, like put like a crown on this helmet, I think this will be perfect. And then he has his little retainer as well, following him around, carrying his lance for him. So I don't know, this could be one of the toadies maybe. I love these so much. Andrew is fantastic at what he does. He makes incredible sculpts, and I love that they're all usually metal casts. And these are sculpted by Andrew. So he works together with Moritz Krebs at Black Crab Arts. Moritz does all the beautiful concept art, and then Andrew sculpts it. And these are so flavorful and characterful that I don't need to do any kit bashing on these, I think. I think these will just be perfect as is. Let's unpack all of this, because I've got more. I've got these, and then I've got these as well. Let's unpack these and have a look at them and start to figure out a plan. Okay, so starting with our little prince and his retainer. We'll put these to the side and let's see what else we have. So this will be our TUFT and maybe one of our 2 toadies. God, these feel so good. I just love having little metal miniatures. They feel so heavy. There's just something so beautiful about them. You can see they're already so good. Let's go through these one by one. Let's really enjoy ourselves here, because I think unboxing something like this is a little special treat. So this one is just a little guy. He's got a little pot on his head. That's definitely like fodder material, right? Here's a little fish guy. He's amazing. I love his little pose. He's like so menacing, but also super goofy. And he's also quite a bit smaller than the other one. I like that there's like quite a bit of a variety in the sizes. This is a very tall and lanky one. It's like a moon guy on stilts, like a banner bearer maybe. And then this one, it's like holding like a little shield or like a reliquary. With like a lock on it, super tiny. Same deal for this one. There you go. There's another little squire. Love that one. Oh, he's wearing like a little hood. This is probably one of my favorites. Little bird guy with a kettle on his head. So good. Doing a little dance maybe. Here's a tiny guy with a candle on his head. And there's a little knight with like a bird mask maybe. Another one of those. Quite a lot of these beaky helmets going on, which is already pretty turnip as well. Ooh, and there's a spooky one. Here you can see he's got a little skull on his head and he's ringing a bell as like a memento mori. So that's the first group. Let's actually read the rules and see how many models are supposed to be in like a unit of like fodder or chaff. So fodder is 12 models, brutes are 6 models, and chaff are 4 models. Yeah, I think we're gonna build some fodder out of these small ones and maybe get some brutes in there. There's also whelps and bastards for cavalry units, which we've got. You could have a stump gun as well. I guess maybe I should choose a colt. So not quite a whole unit of fodder. Let's see what else we got though. Got another packet here. So here we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 models. And we'll go through them one by one once more. This is like another squire. This time he's carrying an axe. I think this is the Knights Retainers group. These are all supposed to be sort of like squire-esque homunculi built for aiding their knightly creators. So these are all carrying weapons, basically. That's fodder material for sure. This one's using a soup ladle as a helmet, which is brilliant. I love that this one is carrying the helmet, but isn't actually wearing one themselves. Oh, this guy, he's got a red skull for a head, and he's got a little horsey on a wheel as a steed. I think that suits the prince quite well. This beautiful, beautiful miniature. This is another one of the bird guys. Another kitchen assistant. This one I think is full of character, such a beautifully dynamic pose, kind of peeking out from behind this shield here. Really, really nice. Oh, and this one's carrying a little pot or another kettle maybe. So that's another 10 minis, 6, 10. And in here I've got probably my favorite of the bunch. The ones that actually inspired the idea with the prince. These are the toy box homunculi. So these are children's toys brought to life, and they are super creepy, but also super cute. I think these are so lovely. Look at how small these minis are. Like just the size of the tip of my finger. Look at this guy. Oh my god, I love him so much. A little stuffed bird animal missing its arm. I am incredibly impressed by the sculpting on these. Like, these are so tiny and they're sculpted in this scale. They're 1-to-1 castings, I believe. And so Andrew actually sculpts all of this in this scale. And the way he brings out the materials, like how I actually like this arm that's missing and the stuffing coming out is like so convincing to me. I think it takes some real skill. Obviously the concepts and designs by Moritz are also insanely cool. I love this. This one is my favorite out of all of them. It's a little frog thing with bells for hands and wheels for feet and a little ruffle collar and like a baby romper jumpsuit. It is just the cutest thing I've ever seen. This is maybe my favorite miniature ever. My new favorite miniature ever. Here's a little bird dog bird sitting. It's a good boy. And of course the dreaded two-headed chicken stuffy. I guess, because since these are kind of on wheels or like on all fours, I could try to make like a unit of whelps out of these. But we'll see. In this next package, this is the last one. In here, these are all riders. And so this is like cavalry units. So this could be bastards or whelps. So here's one riding a chicken. With these, the weapons come on separate sprues. So they're all missing an arm because you can kind of like, you can choose which one you want to give to them. And they're all like kind of lances. This one's got a pot on their head as well. I like that this also has like the toy box element, like a little wind up key. This one's actually missing both of their arms. So I wonder how that works. I wonder if I'm missing something. Well, no matter. So here you go. Here's the next guy. He's got a skull head and he's riding on a little chicken dog. Oh. Here's another wind-up toy guy. God, these are so good. And this one on like a little toy wooden pig. All right, let's see if we can make this into an actual regiment. So we'll go TUFT, Toady 1, and then we'll do 1 unit of fodder for our toady. This guy can join. So this will be the fodder. We could do, I don't know if these are going if these are going to be brutes. They kind of fit together. These could be our brutes and then have 2 units of chaff. Maybe not. Maybe we make this another fodder unit. I don't like that it's not quite lining up because I would like to use them all. Well, I definitely want some bastards or whelps. So if I go fodder, that's 12. And then have a unit of bastards. So we'd have fodder, bastards, whelps, and then... I mean, if I take another chaff unit, I don't have to paint as much, which would make this project go easier. But also I like having a lot of little guys. That's the whole idea, right? And I want to use these toy box ones. So we've got fodder, bastards, whelps. And then we just need the toy maker. Okay, I've had a look at the rules for the cults and I've decided, since I'm a new player, I'm going to choose the new player option of something Harry's Wretched Recruits. It's like the basic player option. If you're not familiar with the rules yet, you get like a little bit of extra power so you can keep up with the other cults, but you don't have too many extra rules. And also it allows me to use all of the models, which may come back to bite me in the ass later, but I think right now I'm happy to get them all painted up for something. So this is what I've got now. I've changed it a little bit. So these are 2 units of fodder. So these are 12 and these are 12. And then I've got my bastards. So these are going to be the bastards over here. Basically a cavalry unit. And then this, all of the toy box guys, these are going to be my rootlings. Now the rootlings are a special unit in this cult. Basically they can kind of resurrect, and I think it fits quite well with the little toys brought to life, because they could like reassemble and come back to haunt my enemies. Yeah, hopefully this is like solid. I'm not using anything fancy, just like 1 cavalry unit, a whole bunch of fodder, which kind of fits thematically, I think, and my 1 special unit, which I think fits these models as well. For painting, I'm thinking I'm going to base all of these on goblin green bases, and I'm going to paint them in like a purple yellow color scheme. So I'm definitely going to have to prime them in a light color. That's the plan. All right, I've thought long and hard about what I wanted the second toady to be, who's going to be the toy maker, who kind of reluctantly has to work for the prince because they're in the crown's service, right? And after a lot of looking and debating and trying out different stuff, I decided to open up my old box of Hero Quest that I got from my parents. and I found my favorite model in that whole box from the Wizards expansion. And it is this wizard. And I think this is one of the most beautiful models Games Workshop has ever made. For me, it kind of makes sense to put this kind of old school hand sculpted model with the rest of these. I hope this isn't sacrilege. I think he'll go pretty well with the purple and yellow color scheme that I have planned for this regiment. The only problem is he's missing the top of his staff. I think that is actually an opportunity because we can turnipify this model a little bit, helping with the storytelling. So what I'm gonna do is, I've got some 3D printed little leaf bits. And so I'm going to put a little bit of wire up in here and then try to sculpt a little turnip or like a carrot or something, and then have those plant bits at the top to kind of tell the story that this wizard is using the magic of the mutated root vegetables in order to bring these toys and household objects to life and imbue them with souls in order for them to be able to fight in the young prince's army. So I'm gonna try to do that now. All right, we didn't quite manage to clean them and base them and prime them today, but I think we got quite far. We have a regiment composition ready. We know which models we're going to use. We even started the little kit bash on our toy maker wizard to turnipify him. So I'm really excited about this project and I'm looking forward to working on it tomorrow. I hope you're just as excited as I am and looking forward to seeing this come to fruition. I'm really excited about the retro paint scheme. I think it's going to be really fun. I think I'm going to base them on round bases because all of my models are on round bases. I know square bases could be fun, especially if you're going Goblin Green, but I think it's okay. I think we can do round bases and we'll live to tell the tale. Let me know your thoughts about everything I discussed in this video down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, maybe you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I usually post 2 times a week and it's always about this hobby, about art, about creativity, and about having fun with miniatures. So I'll see you in the next one. Stay kind and stay sane out there. Have a really nice day. Bye.